Hello everyone, welcome back to the ZDUP Technologies and Services. In this video, we are going to learn that what are the prerequisites and requirements to learn cloud computing. So the first question is, what is cloud computing? Cloud computing is actually the availability of the system resources and memory on the cloud or the computing power on the cloud. What does this cloud term means? It means that whatever the contents are, such as the computing power or the data stores, they exist not in a physical form but over the internet. Now, multiple users could use the same resources. A very simple example of a cloud computing is Google Drive. You can upload all of your documents up to 15 GB if you have registered for a free account, and this is known as a cloud storage. So let us now learn that what are the prerequisites to learn the cloud computing. So in these prerequisites, we have some myths and facts. There are a variety of assumptions that are available in the market and people think them to be true. So in this video, we would be debunking those assumptions and try to find out that whether they are actually the myths or the truths. So the first assumption is, to learn cloud computing, you should be able to code. Well, this is a myth. To learn cloud computing, you can start either through a public cloud or a private cloud computing service. But if you're not a software developer or you do not need to know how to code, then it doesn't matter, because coding is not required to create an account or upload your resources in a cloud environment. There's always the problems to be solved without code in the domain of cloud computing. And if you're good in figuring out the solutions of the problems, then you can do that very easily. The second myth is that you should have some previous experience in the IT world. Well, cloud computing is a kind of technology that is used in all of the industries, because all the industries generate data and this data is stored in cloud. So it doesn't matter if you are from IT or you are a person with a technical background. So the chances are that for whichever company you are working, it may already be using the cloud infrastructure. So even if you are completely new to the cloud technology, you would still be able to learn something and provide some value and some insights into the cloud. Third we have is that cloud computing is only for technical people and developers. Well, this could not be further from the truth, because cloud computing is no matter changing how the computers build and use the IT systems along with their softwares and teams. It is a topic that managers, executives, system administrators, and developers must learn about. But it is just not only the developers that should learn the cloud computing, because when it comes with accessing the resources, it is not only the responsibilities of the developers. Each and every person who is a part of a company can learn about cloud computing and can work on it. So it is a myth. You need passion and curiosity to learn cloud computing. Well, this is a fact. You should be passionate and curious about learning anything, only then you would be able to start on that path and you would be able to succeed. So the same concept applies to cloud computing as well. If you're interested in learning cloud computing, then only you would be able to make big in this field and would provide value to your company and to yourself. Now we have debunked some of the myths about cloud computing. Let us now understand that what is the roadmap that you need to follow if you want to learn cloud computing. So the first thing that you must learn in cloud computing is the concept of operating systems. If we talk about operating systems, so it is a basic concept of operating system that you need to know, that like how they work and operate at a high level, such as Windows, Linux. All a few basic concepts about them would be sufficient. If you are familiar with that how the computers work, that should provide you enough context to start with cloud computing. Since cloud computing is a broad area, so it is recommended that you must know about operating systems. The next thing is virtualization in cloud computing. So virtualization allows us to create virtual environments that have some specific amount of CPU, RAM, and other system resources. They share the same physical hardware and all the network equipment, but they are separated virtually from one another and from the other virtual machines. So if we are talking about virtual machines, one of the industry pioneers is VMware. Other examples are VirtualBox, which help you to create a virtual machine on your computer so that you can use or separate your multiple resources and then use them separately through a virtual barrier. What are the advantages of virtualization? So the advantage is that one, the virtual machine is created, it could be of different sizes from tiny to huge, and as per the requirement, you can distribute the resources and use them as per your choice. Next is networking. After having a basic knowledge of virtualization, networking is very important. It can be a difficult topic, but once you have learned it, it would help you to easily learn the concept of cloud computing. So, it is always recommended to go for networking because without networking, you won't be able to understand cloud computing very easily. It could be a difficult topic only, even with those who have a strong analytical skills, they require time to understand it fully. So, you do not lose heart. You should practice, and one day you would be able to make big in the field of networking itself, because there are some people who make their whole careers out of networking. So don't worry too much about it and start learning networking as well if you are going on the field of cloud computing. The last but not the least is the hands-on experience. So if you have enough hands-on experience, then you would be able to work very quickly, very efficiently in the field of cloud computing, because without hands-on experience, without the practical knowledge, all your theoretical knowledge could not be applied. So if you want to just go further into the field of cloud computing, it is always recommended that you should have a good hands-on experience. If you do not have the necessary practical expertise, then you may be strong in theory, but when it comes to the real world applications, you will lack the confidence. You may have all the concepts in your mind, but if you do not have a hands-on experience, so you will lack the confidence, and with a lack of confidence, nothing goes good. So it is very important that you should have the necessary hands-on experience, and that is possible through the proper hands-on lab and hands-on learning. Also, a research done shows that hands-on learning is the best way to learn something. You can read the concept once or twice, but if you just practice it yourself, then it would remain in your mind for a longer period of time. So, take some of the ideas that come into your mind and try them out in the world of cloud computing. And I'm sure you would be able to do good for yourself. So this is the roadmap. These are the prerequisites that you must follow before going into the field of cloud computing. I hope you all have enjoyed this video, and that's all.